Hi there. Today I am going to work on day 19 of the 30 in 30 painting series. But before I do, I thought I would show you this little sketches from photos in 2014. Now, some of you may remember when I did these. These were done in October 2014. I was following along with Giselle Grenier's 365 art a day, and although I did not continue these 365 of these, it certainly got me more into doing art, a little bit of art every day, and that's kind of what this 30 in 30 in June is all about. But the reason I'm showing these to you is because I did these from the internet, and I have videos on doing these, and the goal was not to get photographic images, but to get the spirit of the picture, to practice my drawing. These were done with distress inks and ink pens. I did these in October 1st and 2nd of 2014. They were 15-minute sketches. Some of these I went exactly 15 minutes. Some of them I just said, okay, let's forget the 15-minute time limit. These were also done from the internet. I think there are videos on these. I think they were on Wiki. Now I'm getting it, and this was done from the internet on Wiki, I believe. But now these were done from Tim Holtz's series, his found relatives, and I took the little card that I did it off of and made a little tag and an acetate pocket for this little tag to fit into. And the goal here again is not to get a photographic representation, because we have a photograph. My goal here was more to get the spirit of the picture, and of course to practice my drawing skills. And I have more of these. I like this. I like these two pages. They just seem to go together. Now this one I also made a pocket, and the little photograph card fits into the pocket like this. And then on this one I made a flip. I started making flips. And here's a little boy and his dog. These are also from Tim Holtz. The rest of them are from Tim Holtz Found Relatives. And there's nothing wrong in using these in your art. In fact, I'm glad he did these packs, because they're out there, even though they're commercial and you may see them on 10 million art projects out there. You put your own spin to it. Nobody's art is going to look exactly the same, and the way you use this photograph is not going to be used exactly the same. So I would say get these when you find them and use them and enjoy them. They are vintage found relatives. I just think they're fun to use. Here's a little boy, and it looks like it might be his little sister. And here again I'm just going for the spirit of the page. And here are two little gals, and a big bow on their heads, and then I call them three little cowboys. These two have cowboy hats and sheriff's badges on. And this one looks like a city dweller. Looks like he's wearing his daddy's or his big brother's coat there. Kind of like that. So I worked off of these, and I made a little sketchbook. I had them unbound for the longest time, but I did a modified Coptic stitch in here. And in the end, it came out fine, so the pages flip really nice. So I wanted to show you those, because for the next three paintings that I'm going to do in my 30-30, I am going to work off of this photograph. Now on this photograph, is really a copy that I made of this one. And I put it in a sepia color. And this little gal right here is my mother. When she was probably about, oh, she looks like she might be 2.5 or 3 years old. And I just love this photograph. This is the original. And look, there's some geese and chickens back there. And there's an old farmhouse and a tree. I would say this tree doesn't have leaves, so it was probably taken in October or November, up around there. But I love this picture. I call it Little Women. My mother, of course, in the early 1900s, they had large families. My mother had 4 or 5 sisters. But I just think she's adorable there. And I just love this photograph. It's one of my favorites. I have a couple of this, my mother and her brothers and sisters when they were younger children, and I just love those photographs. I wish I could just reach out and hug them all. They've all passed on to hopefully a better life now. So what I want to do on my 30 by 30 painting is concentrate on the photograph of my mother. I'm going to use my same paints that I've been using for all of my 30 and 30 paintings, which is my Stuart Gill paints and my Craft Smart. And I'm going to use the same brushes and palette knives and everything. And for the next 3 pictures, I'm going to do them portrait style, and I am going to work off of vintage photographs. So I'm going to get started, and you can watch.